Hi everyone, so obviously by the title of this video you're aware that this is going to be a comparison video between two drugstore or high street in the UK Gradual tanners. Now these are both kind of readily available and they're the kind of more popular choice in terms of Gradual tanners that I think a lot of you will be familiar with. Now before I get on to that, I'm just going to mention a couple of Gradual tanners that I have used before. I've tried the Boots Botanics Gradual tanner and it didn't really give me any colour, and the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Gradual Tanner was the same thing, didn't really give me much colour. Now obviously I am kind of medium skin tone, so that will depend on your skin tone. If you're fairer, those might work for you. But the two I've chosen are both the kind of medium to dark skin, and I do think that even if you are very fair, going for one that's targeted at darker skin will be more beneficial because it has a little bit more of a tan in it, so you will get a deeper colour, and it's a lot of the time a more natural olivey colour rather than the kind of faint orange hues you get in fair Gradual tanners. So for those of you who don't know what a Gradual tanner is, first of all, a Gradual tanner is a moisturiser basically that is meant to be applied on a daily basis or 3 or 4 days in a row, and it gradually builds up a slight hint of colour. Now these don't normally provide really a lot of coverage in terms of colour, and they also don't mean that you'll end up looking really bronzed. They'll just give you a kind of faint hint of a kind of little bit of a glow, and they're a great product if you're scared of fake tan and you're just starting out in tanning, or for that matter if you like to fake tan but you want to kind of ease your way into it, maybe apply a self tanner a few days kind of before applying a proper fake tan like some Ritz or Zen Tan or Saint Tropez or something like that. So the two I've got here are by Dove and Garnier. These are kind of, like I said, the most popular ones that most people will know, and I'm just going to kind of compare them and talk you through how I feel about both of these. Now, bearing in mind this one is empty because I have used it up, and this one is a new one that I purchased not very long ago. So I'm going to start with the Dove one first. Now, Dove market this as their Dove Summer Glow Gradual Tanner and say it's a nourishing lotion for normal to dark skin, and it has a subtle self-tan to gradually build a beautiful tan. Now, what I really love about this is it smells really lovely. It smells really fresh. It's got a kind of peachy smell. It's got a very holiday, peachy, lovely, fresh scent. And it doesn't really give you that fake tan smell after it's been on for a while. The fresh scent doesn't last on your skin all night. Like, you won't wake up in the morning and feel like you still smell all fresh and peachy, but you won't smell a fake tan either, which is a nice quality. Now, I love the packaging of this. I think it's a really nice bottle, and it's the kind of new packaging that Dove have done for most of their products at the moment. This kind of inverted part, I'm not quite sure what the purpose with that is, but it's really moisturising. It doesn't cling to dry patches, so like elbows, ankles, knees, it doesn't cling to any dry patches, and it does give quite a nice colour. Like I said, this is in the normal to dark skin version, and it does give a nice colour. If you apply this kind of 3 days in a row, you will get a little bit of a colour, kind of like, you know, that kind of springtime, like you've just been outside and you've just caught a little bit of a sun. It's not a tan. If you're expecting to put this on and wake up in the morning looking like a bronze goddess, then you will be disappointed because this isn't the type of product to do this. It's more of a kind of subtle, glowy type of product that'll just give you a little bit of a tan and kind of create a canvas for you to then apply whichever kind of tanning product or anything like that you want to, or just leave it at this and leave you looking kind of like you've got a hint of colour. So you get 250 ml in this bottle, and normally you can buy this in Boots or Superdrug for around £5.69. I've just written all the prices down here. Normally it's around £5.69, but at the moment in Superdrug you can buy this for £3, and in Boots you can buy this for £3.79. So it's kind of interesting to see how the two compare in terms of they know what the other one's got on offer and they're kind of trying to combat each other. I bought this in Superdrug because it was £3, and I have used this before and I did really like it, but I feel like a couple of years ago the packaging was a lot bigger, you got a lot more product. You get 250 ml, and that's not really a lot. I mean, for £3 it's great, but for kind of £5.60 something, I think it's kind of a little bit naughty that you don't get as much product as, say, the Garnier one, which is a little bit more expensive, but again, you get more product for it. So 250 mils, yeah, it's nice. It does give a nice colour, and as long as this was on sale, I would tend to go for this one over the Garnier one, and I'll explain why in a minute. But like I said, I love the colour this gives, and if you are interested in purchasing this, go and get it in Superdrug at the moment, because like I said, it's on offer for £3. You can't really go wrong with that. Very inexpensive, very kind of easily available. You can get it in most supermarkets as well, although I'm not sure kind of what the price bracket in those places will be. I know that in Boots and Superdrug at the moment, this is around £3. So that's a really nice one to try. Then we've got the Garnier Summer Body one, which is a moisturising lotion for a sun-kissed look. And again, this is in the deep sun-kissed look. That's kind of the shade of it. And my issue with this is I feel like it doesn't really give you that much of a colour. The colour that the Dove one provides is a deeper colour, and it's interesting because the Dove one states it's for normal to dark skin. This one says it's for a deep sun-kissed look. I wouldn't describe it as a deep sun-kissed look. It gives you, like I said again, just a hint of colour, but it's slightly lighter than the Dove one, and it kind of can look a little bit orange on me at least. That might be just due to my skin tone and kind of the undertones in my skin. That really does depend. Now, you get 400 mils of product in this bottle, and in Boots and Superdrug normally it's £7.15, which is a little bit pricey, I think, for Garnier. Garnier quite reasonably priced normally, and it says it's got a fresh summer fragrance. Now, the fragrance of this is you know, it's okay. But this does develop a fake tan smell, and it's a fake tan smell that kind of lingers in your pyjamas, if you know what I mean. If you're a regular tanner, then I'm sure you'll know what I mean. But you can kind of put this on, go to sleep, and you will wake up in the morning with a little bit more of a tan, but the fake tan smell really lingers within what you've been wearing, and I don't really like that, because I feel like you're then going to go and put a pair of clean pyjamas on, and if you want to keep using this kind of for a few nights in a row, then it's not really the best. And it smells nice upon application. It smells very Garnier like. If you use a lot of Garnier products, you'll know what I mean. It smells nice upon application, but it doesn't leave that kind of fresh scent. It develops that slight fake tanny smell. It's not really a biscuity fake tan smell, it's more just kind of like the kind of smell of your skin sort of developing the tan, if you know what I mean. If you're a regular tanner, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like I said, it's around £7 normally, but at the moment in Boots this is £3.57 and £3.55 in Superdrug. So again, they're kind of battling each other, because it's that time of year as well, I suppose, where people are starting to use Gradual tanners because it's spring and they want a bit of a glow, but they don't want to make it too obvious and use a full-on tan. So yeah, I would purchase this when it's on offer. I wouldn't purchase this for the full price of £7 ever. If I had to pay full price for something, I would go for the Dove one, because I like the colour it gives more and I like the scent it gives more. But considering they're both kind of in a similar price bracket at the moment, and you get more product in this, if you were on a budget and you're trying to get more for your money, this is a nice product. And you know, I've used it up, which says a lot, because if I'm not really loving something, it just remains untouched in my bathroom, and I have used it up. It's completely empty, which means it's going to go into my all used up box, which I'm going to do a video about soon. But it says it's got natural extracts of apricot, and it's kind of they're very similar products, the kind of fruity scent and the texture and all that kind of thing. And in case I didn't show you, they're not tinted, either of these. Just try and squeeze a little bit out, if you can see right there. Just a white cream, and same as with the Garnier one, they're kind of a white cream, go on really nicely. It won't dry your skin out at all, but I do feel like this Garnier one can kind of collect on any dry little areas that you might have, like on elbows and things like that. And the colour it gives isn't as natural. This is more of a kind of orangey, yellowy toned colour. But like I said, if it's on offer, then go and pick this up. So I'm going to put all the information about the two of these in the description box, so like where you can buy them, the prices. I'll link you to the Boots website and the Superdrug website, so you can go and see that. And if any of you have got any questions about this, or if you would just like to kind of, tell me about your experiences with these products, then leave them in the comments below, and make sure you check the description box for any further information, because if there's anything else I can think of about these, then I'll put it in the description box. So I hope you'll have a great day, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye.